He's Yusuf, a half-brother of Lita Lestrange with an agenda of his own, William Nadylam. She is charming professor from Ilmorny, Professor He's J.F. Kowalski, your favorite American muggle baker with a heart of gold, even though it's... And finally, he plays the Wizarding World's preeminent and only zoologist and author of the book that started it all, our beloved hero, Newt Scamander. Welcome, everyone. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. I know everyone's excited. Everyone has their phones out, but we got some questions for you guys, if you don't mind. So let's start off with David. Now, we've recently celebrated the 20th anniversary of Wizarding World. You've been a major part of the cinema history, really. I mean, what have you loved about continuing this journey through, 7 films, right? How is it, what is it about it, and what is this new film going to take us on the journey?
Do you know, in part, it's the people you work with. It's an extraordinary family that we create in front of the camera and behind the camera. So what takes you back again and again is, the stories are always fabulous. So J.K. creates these incredibly encyclopedically, wonderfully immersive stories that are great to dive into as a filmmaker. It's a bit like going to filmmaking gym. There's a horror story in one, and then a comedy, and then a bit of emotion, so you're always being challenged and tested, and that's a real pleasure.
What are we going to get tonight?
Tonight is a love story. A passionate love story between two different couples, I would say, both of whom are very, very much in love, and that's how I would describe it, actually, with celebrating love.
I heard some gasps, like, so people are excited. Now, Eddie, Newt's connected to the Beast in these films like no other character really is, right? I think you can agree. Can you talk a little bit about what makes the responsibility of being the only zoologist in the Wizarding World so important to Newt?
Well, what's making me really happy is how difficult the word zoologist is to say. Because I've been struggling for
no
years.
Idea, Eddie.
And I've been here since done just kind of rush over it as quickly as you can.
If I mumble it, then
it's brilliant though. Right? Do you know what? I love Newt, and I love him for his singular passion. And,
right.
And I always think that passion, whatever that passion is always an attractive quality. And even though he has his eccentricities and he's not perhaps wonderful with people, he's always felt at his most Newty, as David describes him, when he's amongst his creatures. And in this film, you've got some of the great old favourites. The Niffler is back, Teddy and Pickett, being kind of heroic, which is wonderful. But also there are new creatures. And
can you give us some spoilers, really, what we're about to meet tonight?
I don't want to spoil it when you're about to see it.
Maybe one or two. Come on.
Who are you meeting? You're meeting the Manticores, who look sweet, but beware.
All right, so Jessica, we briefly met Lally in the second movie, right?
Yes.
But in The Secrets of Dumbledore, she's a central character, so tell us a little bit more about her.
Yes, I play Professor Eulalie Hicks. She is a charms professor at Ilvermorny, whoop whoop, which is very exciting. And Ilvermorny being the North American Wizarding School. And she is someone who is recruited by Dumbledore to join his team of misfits to help, defeat Grindelwald and move against Grindelwald. And what's great about her, I feel like she's really good at seeing to the heart of people, and I think that she's someone that you can really depend on, and she does some really cool magic in this.
Now, William, what compels Yousef to join the fight against Grindelwald and the Dark Forces?
Well, as you know, when Yusuf ended the last story, he was quite devastated. This is a man who's lost his mom, and then his dad, and then his sister. So he's not necessarily a happy person, not someone you would like to go on vacation with. Although I would, to cheer him up. In this one, what happened is that Yusuf has met people. This is someone who didn't trust anyone, who wasn't loved by anyone, and he's met a family. He's been rescued by Newt. And he found purpose with Dumbledore. Dumbledore gave him a family, and he's testing his ability to trust and eventually love. And by the way, he actually has a real family because he has a brother-in-law in Theseus. So, yeah, and he has a mustache.
Very, very important we get the mustache in there. Victoria, Bunty has always played a key role in Newt's world, but she really steps out of the shadows this time around, right? So without giving away too much, no spoilers obviously, but can you talk about where we find her in this film?
Yes, so when I joined the last film, it was always going to expand Bunty's character, and it was really exciting to see how they were going to do that. She's very happy with the animals in the basement, but in this film she gets a mission from Dumbledore, a very important mission, and the weight of the world is sort of on her shoulders, and I think she rises to the occasion without giving too much away.
It's so tough without giving away. Like, did I do anything?
I know.
All right, so finally, Dan, Newt presents Jacob with a special gift from Dumbledore. You know what it is? A wand? Really? Yeah.
That's awesome.
What did that mean to Jacob, and what did it mean to you?
Oh, yes. Yeah. It means as much to Jacob as it does to me. It's very special watching these wizards with their wands for the last 2 movies longing for a wand. And it's like, it's very, very special. They gave me no training, but I didn't want any. I didn't want any training. I'm a natural.
You went in blind. You went in blind.
Yeah.
Just gonna wing it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a lot of the fun that comes out of the comedy that you see in the scenes in the movie where I'm trying this muggle trying to figure out how to use this wand and not quite being able to control it.
All right, so as you know, we're here in New York, but all over the country in North America, and we have some questions. So we'll go to Chelsea in Los Angeles. She wants to know, and this could be for everyone, what is your favorite room in Hogwarts?
The Gryffindor common room for me, it just seems really cozy. I like the vibe.
It's an obvious but a goodie, and we got to go in there for the first time on this movie, which is the Great Hall, and it was a pretty spine-tingling day. That one.
I got to eat breakfast and it was delicious. It was really good.
Some little wizards and witches.
Yeah, that was really cool, man.
Pint size.
Really pint-sized witches and wizards. That really solidified the fact that, wow, we are part of this Harry Potter universe. And the food was delicious that I had.
I think you said that. Yeah. Kathy from Irvine wants to know what your favorite part of the movie was to film, without ruining anything. Did I stump the cats?
No, I was actually just being nice and waiting.
Polite. So polite.
Filming in Berlin.
I can tell you which.
Incredible. Yeah, I love filming in Berlin because the set was just so incredible. Absolutely mind blowing.
Yes, that.
What'd she say?
What she said. Now I was going to say that I can't tell which was the best scene for me to film, but I can tell you which was the saddest. And that was the final one.
Did you have a mustache?
I didn't want it to stop. I kept the mustache as it was here in the box.
I hope the wrong person doesn't find me.
All right, Ashley from Boston wants to know for the entire cast, who broke the most wands while filming?
Oh, nobody. There's no opportunity in this to break the wands, because I think, like, Daniel Radcliffe must have broken 1 million wands, right?
You gotta think.
But now it's like, if they give you the wand in a briefcase, right?
It's like James Bond.
They literally come and whip it.
And then they take it from you. And I've definitely tried, David, I did try to steal some wands, but I unfortunately was not able to.
But the case is one of those sort of stainless steel cases that you see in kind of heist movies, in which,
right,
or Bond movies, in which sort of Q comes and brings the thing. They're pretty well protected.
All right, maybe David, this might be the best for you. From Greg in LA, why is this movie a must-see on the big screen?
Oh, if you're going back to Hogwarts, you've got to see it on the big screen. It's immersive, especially in IMAX. You know, you sort of, these huge screens allow you to fall into the story. And the great thing about seeing these stories collectively is you share the experience, I would say. It's like, for me, it's almost like going to church when you experience the wonderful experience together, things that are funnier, or even funnier when you're laughing with another 200 people. And things are more moving when you share that moment with a big bunch of strangers. And I think that's the beauty of cinema, and I think that's why it will never go away, because those moments are amplified when we experience them together in a theatre.
I heard an amen in the back once you said, like, going to church, so.
Well.
All right, last